Does General Kartok have a family? Jed's question punctured the silence. Green Team was walking through the husk of a John Massey frigate, which in turn lay in the rubble of a decimated Imperium city. Black, semi-translucent stone lay everywhere. The odd building was still intact, but the vast majority were littered with blast craters, starfighter skeletons, or larger shipwrecks. Used to. Ari shrugged. Brought him with him when he left the Alliance. We helped raise his boys. Didn't you have old 3 young children? They were adopted. Ranian, human. The General's wife couldn't have kids. Well, haven't we fixed that? It's the 68th century. Don't we have cures for everything? Time don't make everything better. Reinhardt inspected the last of the frigate. Hard to say, screw with progress. Distance between worlds fouls up collaboration. The first few centuries here, all humans cared about was surviving. But haven't other species made advances? Surely everyone isn't held back. And some have. But sometimes progress stops. You reach the limits of what you can attain. Things like medicine differ greatly between the species. Even faster than light, there is not much left to invent. It's been 4,000 years. I'm giving up and just getting somewhere. Ari chewed some bubblegum. Tell life that. See if it listens. The Zetar looked forward. So whatever happened to the General's family? I didn't hear him talk about them. And you probably never will. Meridians killed them. Not all at once. It took them a few years. But one after another. That's awful. It is the price we have all volunteered to pay. Wayward bowed his head. Freedom is not free. Silence fell over them. The team entered the shelled-out hole of a home. Aye. Family. You came from somewhere. The Jekshu sat at the ruined dinner table. Perhaps we should partake of our lunch here. Hi, we'll take 20. The group sat around the table. What about your families? Jed asked as Ajari handed him a sandwich. Ooh, slaves. All of them. Darmak unwrapped his. My folks and sibs and cousins are owned by a Pro-Gyre factory on Ursats. They crank out skid revs for the racing scene. Got my fixers start there. I really don't know why I keep thinking slavery's illegal. It's paradise. Only legal things are what the Presidium decides are. The races are way too lucrative for labor laws. Jocks need skids. How'd you get out? Got lucky. See, the smuggler comes through, bums a free wrench for a quick fix on her Typhon 39. Next thing I know, she takes me and flies off. I guess she figured mechanic for freedom was a good trade. I see. There's three constants in life. I can't math, and y'all take too long. Zetar turned to Varen. What about you, yeah? I was born into the Jekshu rebels. My father commanded a small cruiser. My mother fostered ties with the underworld. I was raised a commando with my 4 hatch brothers. Is that your whole life? Being a soldier? You must understand, Jed. War is a way of life for my people. Varen examined his water canteen. For time immemorial we have sought to rebuild, to bring our people together again. But our home is in Paradise, and the criminals there divide us. Oh, why? A people scattered as an empire prevented. The Paradise sector is built on lawlessness, on a lack of central power. Our ascent, or anyone's, is the last thing it wants. Jed chewed on his sandwich, thinking. Rain clinked on the floor above and fell through some of its holes. Not on the table, though. That corner of the house had survived bombardment. Guess it's my turn. I peeled an onion from a sandwich and scowled. Dad's Alliance intelligence. Mom was a spacer. It meant when Dad was undercover. Mom goes straight, Dad gets a nice promotion. They have me and Kai. Brother? Sister. Younger. Good kid. Where's she? Next week's hellhole, probably. The scowl returned. Slavers took her when she was 8. Family vacation. Talridge. We never found her. But you looked. I did. Mom's out there now, looking. Dad couldn't waste intelligence's resources. The Zetar gasped. But she's his daughter. Oh, he tried it first. Moved heaven and earth. But he gave up. Guess it was easier that way. How do you give up on your own kid? Ask him. He's the big tough spy. Del glanced out the window at the rain. Shutting out their marriage. And after I defected, that all went as safe. Silence again. Where does Matt fit into it? Ajari choked up. Jed closed his eyes. I'm sorry. Forget I asked. More silence. Or this time. So, Chels, what about your family? Forget it. Oh, come on. I said forget it, Darmac. Reinhard glared. You know enough. But Jed doesn't. Better that way. Better no one knew. Don't be a farce, my Chels. Mari's eyes narrowed. We all got sobtails. Yours ain't any more special. It's my tail. Then he just stood and snatched a food. Stomped off. In the middle of it all sat Jed, with his head in his hands. Raindrops fell. Varen sighed and touched Jed's shoulder.
Do not take it personally, Saul. She will discuss many subjects, but her family is a painful one. Only Haha knows its deepest parts. Say, there's things I ain't telling no one.
What? What did they do to her?
It is not what they did to her, nor what she did to them. It is what they did to each other.
The Jekshu hesitated.
Major Reinhardt came from a small and closely knit family. Her father was the first in generations to break his line's life of crime. They struggled for many years to make it in the Alliance. We knew him. My folks helped support him. Chelsea and I grew up friends.
I don't understand. Sounds like they loved each other. What happened?
The Seven happened.
Dominic threw a look toward the Major, sitting out on the porch.
When Chelsea and Haha came here to the bounce, they saw things. Tough things. They chose to defect and join Kartok.
Major Reinhardt's family was against it.
You could say that. Thunder pounded outside.
The sky truck puttered past the house, looted down the supply crates.
A couple of rats ran through the living room.
Chelsea poked her head in.
Lunchtime's over. Back to it.